The breaking news coming out of a Mumbai court where David Headley has categorically linked the ISI and of course Hafiz Saeed as the head of the LET with the 26/11 terror attacks, also saying that before the eventual terror attack there were 2 previous attempts. But before all of that, my colleague Saurabh Gupta, who is currently in court, had previously come out of court, running out of the court to meet with our colleague also Tejas Mehta, who is standing outside the Mumbai court, and told him about the introduction to the court and what was really said in the first session, and this is an excerpt of that.
Breaking news coming here from the Mumbai court. Saurabh Gupta has just come back. Saurabh, another break this point of time. What fresh information do we have?
Well, David Headley has named Hafiz Saeed. He said Hafiz Saeed is the leader of Lashkar-e-Taiba. He was inspired by a speech by Hafiz Saeed, and the Lashkar-e-Taiba carries out all terror activities across India, assists people in Kashmir fighting Indian troops. Also goes on to say that the same group of 10 people who actually came to India on 26/11 had made 2 more attempts earlier.
Get your breath back, get your breath, but the specifics of Hafiz Saeed, that's very, very crucial at this point of time, given the fact that Hafiz Saeed carrying out terror attacks in general is one thing, but regarding 26/11, that is his role in that. Is David Coleman Headley referring to Hafiz Saeed in connection with 26/11 or the general observation he made?
Well, David Coleman Headley has told the court that Hafiz Saeed is the leader of the Lashkar-e-Taiba. He has said he is a true follower of the Lashkar-e-Taiba. He has also said the Lashkar-e-Taiba planned the 26/11 attacks.
Okay.
So, well, he may not have directly said it as of now, but the questions will continue. But yes, he has blamed Hafiz Saeed for the terror attacks.
Okay. Any reference? Did he meet him? Was there any contact between the two?
As of now, he has said that he heard a speech by Hafiz Saeed and then was inspired to join the Lashkar-e-Taiba, which carries out terror acts across India.
Okay. What about one reference made to the ISI also regarding how he came into contact with the ISI? If you can talk on that.
That's right. What Headley told the court was that he was arrested in Landi Kotal area in the Pata region where foreigners are not allowed. Now, once that happened, what Headley said was that once that arrest happened, he met a certain Mr. Ali. This Mr. Ali introduced him to a Major Iqbal from the ISI. So that's what we know as of now, that that David Headley was introduced to Major Iqbal in the ISI, who also was involved with giving him support and assistance. So clearly ISI, Hafiz Saeed, both named by David Headley in court, in open court, while deposing.
What any connection made by David Headley regarding the ISI and the 26/11 attacks?
Well, as of now, what David Headley also told the court that he had told them that he was going to meet a drug peddler who could help them smuggle arms into India. It was prior to the 26/11 attacks, when the attacks were being planned. So obviously, yes, all of this is in connection with the 26/11 attacks.
Any specific names from the ISI?
Yes, he did name a Major Iqbal, a retired major also whom he was in touch with, and a Mr. Ali who also used to work for the ISI in the Khyber regiment area in Pakistan. He also said that there was a connection to Muzaffarabad, where he was actually, where he also went, where he took a Lashkar-e-Taiba course before the 26/11 attacks.
What exactly is the role of Major Iqbal and Major Ali as far as he is concerned? Did he specify that?
Well, he didn't go into too much detail as of now, but yes, he did said they were involved in giving him assistance before he actually met Sajid Mir from the Lashkar-e-Taiba. He also said that they were also involved in helping him out with creating those fake identities, or the identity which he used as a cover.
Okay. So 4 important points emerging from this latest round of deposition of David Coleman Headley. First of all, he names the ISI very categorically as to how he came in contact. He names Major Iqbal and Major Ali as 2 people who he knew were from the ISI. Am I right on that? And also any specifics of the role?
Well, he said that they were advising him. Advising him, but he didn't mention specifically what they did as far as 2611 attacks were concerned. But yes, the most important thing being that he has now made it clear that it was Hafiz Saeed who was heading the Lashkar-e-Taiba. It was the Lashkar-e-Taiba which carried out the 2611 attacks, apart from other attacks in the country, and he was inspired by Hafiz Saeed to join the Lashkar.
That is the second point. The third, regarding Hafiz Saeed, he says that LET is the one behind 2611. They're carrying out several attacks in India, and Hafiz Saeed is the leader. He got inspired by them. No reference as of now as to whether or not he has personally met Hafiz Saeed or not. The third important point made is that there were several other attempts being made to target India in 2008, in September 2008, in October 2008. There were two attempts and they both failed. The finally which succeeded was in November 2008. Sort of, what's happening in court now? Is there a break now? What's happening?
Well, it's a 5-minute break. The deposition continues after this 5-minute break. So, because what also happened was that it's late night in the US. So, David Headley was seen actually yawning in court. So the court right now has said that it'll be a 5-minute break before it reconvenes again.
So just to go back to the morning, to recap what really happened. One interesting thing you're talking about is how David Headley was correcting the lawyers. You also talked about the fact that he was speaking in Hindi. Why in bits? Why was it? Whom was he talking to in Hindi? In what context?
Well, when the conversation was on, basically, the Hafiz Saeed could, David Headley could also hear the court proceedings. And when he felt that something was not communicated properly, he repeated it in English. And once or twice, he even said it in Hindi. For example, there were certain lines that he did repeat for the benefit of the court to understand properly.
Okay. My last question to you, lawyers will deal with legalities, but from what you understand, do you think that he has sufficiently, as of now, established a link between three main things: the terrorists who came to Pakistan, the Lashkar-e-Taiba, and the ISI or the army?
Yes, he has done that very clearly. What he has done is he has said he was in touch with people from the ISI while planning the 2611 attacks. What he has also said was the Lashkar-e-Taiba was responsible for the attacks. What he has also said is Hafiz Saeed was the leader of the Lashkar-e-Taiba, and he was inspired by Hafiz Saeed to join the Lashkar, following which he planned and recce'd targets for the 2611 terror attack.
Well, there you have it. That is certain information that could help India give convertible evidence to Pakistan about what's really gone down. But also, there have been reactions coming out from the courtroom apart from our own reporters. In fact, Mahesh Jethmalani, who's a legal expert out there, that's what he claims, for the approver to cooperate with the prosecution. So basically standing by, in a sense, for Hafiz Saeed, his lawyer, in a sense. What did he say about what has been said by, of course, the man out there, David Coleman Headley?
उन्होंने सिर्फ इतना ही कहा है कि मैं हाफिज सईद के कहने पे मैं एलईटी का काम किया हूँ और उन्होंने ये भी बताया कि इस घटना के पहले 26/11 के पहले 2 और कोशिश हुए थे जो असफल रहे और यही 10 लोग जो 26/11 को आए थे वो 2 बार पहले भी आ चुके थे लेकिन उस समय उनका जो प्रयत्न था वो असफल रहा. दिस केस बिटवीन प्रोसिक्यूशन एंड डिफेंस आई एम हियर फॉर द अप्रूवर to cooperate with the prosecution and help advance his case further, whatever he wants to do in this particular trial and maybe more.